So this right here is 16 by 16 blocks in Minecraft, and today I made 5 different styles or types of houses that you could fit inside a 16 by 16 block area. Um, yeah, let's get started. So this is the first house that I made. I pretty much just thought of like a basic starter house. What would someone starting out in the game would make maybe? Maybe a little bit more advanced than a starter house, but I try to think of just what a starter house would or would look like, I guess. So this is it. It's a fairly basic design. It's just a L-shaped house. Few windows, few lanterns, few potted plants going around. Um, got little shutters and windows here. We got a little farm with a tree, which is inside the border. Just so you know, the border is 18 by 18, but if you don't count that, just the grass is 16 by 16, which is what I'm allowed for one chunk. So if it's on the border, it's not allowed. So these are good. But this is our house. It is a fairly nice design. It's just oak planks with oak logs as the main color scheme, I guess. It's pretty easy to build in survival if you would like, or if I guess it's like the most common resource to gather. Other than the roof, which is spruce, which might be a little bit harder to find, and some stone for the border, which makes the roof pop more and gives it more life. It does have an interior, as do all these builds that I came up with. Inside, it's a pretty big room. It's a fairly nice room. We got some bookshelves, some tables going on, a little armor stand dude with just some leather because he's starting out in his new survival world. So he just has some leather and a wood sword. Just one wood sword. If you had two, it would be too rich. Some furnaces going on over here in the corner, and crafting table, the chest, stone cutter. Pretty much just like a little, I don't know, what you would need to for your starter base. We got some hanging lanterns going on for light, for when it becomes nighttime. A sheep eating my flowers. That's not cool. That could have destroyed that flower. I'm surprised it's still there. Yeah, get out of here. You're lucky. You're lucky I don't beat you up. Over here we got an anvil, a brewing stand, some chests, and some little shelves going on with a potted plant, and a nice little window for our lookout, and just a nice little house, a nice little starter house. This is what I imagine a starter house would look like. Just a few little chests going around. A little balcony here just for a little detail out front. And that is about it for this house. There's not much to it. Pretty simple to build. And yeah, on to the next house. The next house we got is, I tried to think of a mansion, kind of like a mansion style. It's obviously going to be a small mansion, because it's in one block, or one chunk. Yeah, one chunk. So it's in one chunk. It has, just on the exterior, has bigger windows than the starter house, because that's what mansions do. And then we got some shrubs going on outside, little flowers, more big windows. I used brick and some quartz, so it's probably not a starter house design, because that'd be pretty expensive and hard to get in the nether. So we got some quartz pillars and stuff like that. Birch wood, I use birch because I think it would look nice with the white and the brick tone of the house, or mansion. And I actually went for a spruce wood roof here, but you could use maybe stone or stone brick. Might look nice, but it might look nicer than the wood. I'm not too sure on that, but you could use stone. And inside we have a nice little kitchen area here with a table, a 4-seated table. Nice, nice. And We actually do have something cooking, which this can be done with just a campfire. And I usually like to add a little vent here, otherwise the smoke goes wild through the roof, which is annoying. Sorry if you could hear that loud car. Jeez. Anyway, we have some quartz countertop because it's fancy. It's rich boy style. Uh, a double a double doored fridge because we live in rich here in this mansion. And if we move on from the kitchen, that's pretty much it for the kitchen. We have a little storage area with some work utensils and I don't know, crafting stuff. So just crafting table, uh, two anvils because we definitely need two anvils. Um, Stone cutter, stuff like that, and some storage, stuff like that, and a big window. And this is the little stairway up to the second floor because this build has a lot of room in it. You can do a lot with it. Some barrels and stuff for decoration, and a big old painting with some more potted plants. Open up, though. Um, and we are here in the bedroom. And this is a nice little bedroom. Sorry for the iron bars in your face. Um, I do really love this, these shelves. This little off-centered shelf with the painting underneath and some beds. It just gives a nice little detail to the bed area, rather than just a big blank wall. Um, Crafting table, some bookshelves with some gold armor because we leveled up from the starter house. We in a mansion now, so we can afford some gold armor. Um, and on this side we have a ton of bookshelves with some more chests here and there. And a little reading area in case you want to read uh, your blank book because, or maybe you're a journalist and you haven't wrote anything. I don't know. You do you. A little jukebox to play your jams and stuff like that, and some iron armor because we rich. We rich now. So yeah. He's also holding a gold clock. I thought it would be like a rolly a rolly wristwatch. But yeah, that is it for the mansion, guys. And if we head on out, just one last little look for it. I don't know. I think I could have done better for a mansion, uh, but it fits the build. It fits the build. And over here for our third house, we have a nice little uh, fairy tale mythical house. I don't know. It's a nice little house, and I did a little bit of terraforming here. We added a little river slash um, creek, I guess. It could be a lake, but it's probably just a little river. We got some drip leaves going on here. So we got a big drip leaf and a small drip leaf, which can go in the water. And a nice little bridge leading up to the house, which we can take now. And I actually used warp planks and quartz for the main colors, for the color scheme, just for the bottom half, I guess, and it goes up to the roof. And for the roof, we use spruce again with some little overhangs. And I originally was gonna use birch, but birch for the roof kind of looked ugly because it had that wood texture to it, and I kind of wanted something bright, but something like not the same wood texture as the spruce. So I actually landed on some sandstone, some smooth sandstone, and purple windows because why not? And there's a bus outside being annoying, and some kids. Oh my lord. Anyway, we got the interior, which is a little small design. We got some bookshelves and a reading place. I did add this little chair in here, a little chest, and a painting into a painting, um, little carpet and stuff like that. We got a brewing stand, pretty much everything you need in a little starter house or little mythical house. We have the diamond armor holding a shield in a fancy pose to our blue bed with our nice little lookout. You can see one drip leaf down there, sadly, because in a 16 by 16 block area. When you're up high, you can't see anything. I got all these blocks in my way. Um, a little table here with some storage and stuff like that. Not too much going on upstairs. It is a small house, a very small house, but it does have everything you need just to live, I guess. So yeah, just one little final look. You could add a chimney or a little bit detail, I don't know, a tree or something too. And moving along, we have my favorite build out of the five, which is a little rustic house. The vines are going wild though, so um, like this doesn't. I don't know. This is on the border. Get off. You're not allowed. No, don't grow more. Get off, snake. Um, but yeah, so 16 by 16 area. I did a lot of terraforming for this one. Added a nice little lovely cove here with some sea pickles, some coral and stuff like that. Um, a lot of stonage going on. I really like the way it turned out. I think it's a really good looking house for the build. For a 16 by 16 area, you could add like another little shed over here or another little barn or something. I added a little wheat field here. You could make it bigger or smaller. I don't know. Up to you. And we used um, oak wood again because I like using oak for rustic builds like this. It really looks nice and makes it look rustic, I guess. And some spruce with some spruce trapdoors for the shutters. It gives a nice little bit of detail in. One large window. I love the chimney. I made it go straight up and then go in and then back out, which I rarely ever do. I don't know if I've ever done that actually, make it go back out. But for this build, I actually really like when it goes back outwards. It just makes it look unique and a little bit more worn down, I feel like. So I really like that. I'm in love with this roof. It's a little I did it for the what do I say? The Mythical House, I guess. I'll call it the Mythical House. Um, but yeah, it's like a little Taco Bell. It's a little Taco Bell sign. So yeah, little Taco Bell bell roof, bell-shaped roof. So if we go inside here, um, I think it is smaller than the last house, sadly, but there is still plenty of room to get what you need in, like some chests, some anvils, furnace to cook some stuff. Um, if we go upstairs, sorry, that's pretty much all that's downstairs. If we go upstairs though, we have our nice little bedroom with some bookshelves and a skull. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. I did add some little signs to add some detail, just to give a little bit more color on this little counter slash guardrail, I guess. So there's a lot of spruce and oak. But yeah, I'm very happy with the way this build turned out. I think it's really nice for the size it is. It's a very small house, but it looks really good. The vines definitely do add, as long as they're not on the 16 by 16 area. Get off of here. Bye. Bye. But yeah, that is it for the fourth house. Probably my favorite house. I definitely love the way this turned out. And if we move to the fifth and final build, we have a large modern house. I love making modern houses. They're very easy, I feel like. And they look good as well. I actually changed all of the grass to make it some concrete and some lime terracotta, I believe. Yeah, lime terracotta and green concrete. And it gives this nice little mowed lawn look. Along with the shrubberies and some blossoming. I use the azalea tree, so I think, for the main color. And then I use some blossoming azalea leaves for the little flowers. And it gives a nice little detail to it. But this is the modern house. One more look. And for the main colors, I use spruce wood because I think I think for most modern builds, spruce wood is probably the best wood to go for. You could use oak, but I feel like oak is too bright of a color for the white concrete. So it really goes well with both gray and the white concrete. But yeah. And then on the outside as well, I added a little stone feature, which I haven't done before, I don't think, but I added a little water feature on top of the roof, which runs down and gives it this nice little waterfall effect on the inside. On the inside, we got some large paintings and some hanging lanterns to go along with the style of build and to fill in some of this void area up here and give it a lot of light. Modern builds usually have a lot of windows and a lot of light coming in, so it's very good to have a lot of light, like lanterns. For the kitchen area, we have a big table with some gold-plated plates, which they be eaten off of, the gold plates. We have a nice little rug here with some spruce chairs. That is the stairway up to the next floor, which we will take a minute look, which we will take a look at in a minute. Sorry. Little rows and a jukebox to play your jams. And yeah, a little bookshelf with some reading area. And this is our little work area. I usually try to do a little work area because if you do this in a survival world, this would probably be the area where you craft most stuff at. Smelt most stuff, storage, a little bit of storage. And for this one, this is like the rich boys. You're flexing when you got full netherite armor on a stand, not even wearing it, and a trident. So that's pretty cool. Good little detail. It's always good to have an armor stand here and there. But if we go upstairs, more windows. Huge window at the end over here, which is on the outside. It's just one large window for the outside. It makes a good looking. It makes it look really good. Some chests and some bookshelves again. Some more potted plants. A little reading area again, and 3 beds. A triple bed. That's blue, light blue. One painting, and yeah, that's pretty much it. A lot of modern builds also have this like open floor dealio, open floor plan going on. So I made a little open door balcony here that looks really nice. You can look at my favorite build over there. Love that build. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. I did also add some more oak signs just to give it. Oh, okay. I don't know what that's missing for, but okay. Uh, yeah, but I did add some oak signs just to give it a little bit of depth to it, and it makes it look nice. It gives it a little bit more color. If it was just spruce, it would look maybe plain or something. So I definitely like the way that looks with the oak. But yeah, that is it for this video. We have a modern house, a rustic little style house with a lot of terraforming, a mythical looking house, purple windows, a mansion, brick and quartz, and a starter house. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to like, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.